Hello, let's finish out the first trimester and month 3 on week 12. Okay, let's think a little bit more. A little bit. Baby's intestines are in their tummy, baby. They're kind of wrapped around the cord, like I had stated a while back. Your cord kind of turns into your reproductive, digestive system. It's really everything connected to your waist. So like from your mouth to your butt, kind of connected to the cord until it starts to kind of sucker back into your body, if you will. It's a little bit. Another thing that's formed is pituitary gland officially, which is huge. We would die without pituitary gland telling all of our hormones what to do. Bone marrow is forming blood cells. That's right, that's why we have our bones. And now the inside is forming blood cells, which is huge. We're going to start having our own blood, even more so. Most of it's coming from mom. So this is now we're creating our own blood. Like I had stated, pretty much all your systems of baby is grown. Now we're just kind of in the maintenance period, coming up with the details, coming up with doing everything on our own and not taking so much from mom and leaning on it so much, becoming our own being when it comes to digestion, ingestion, waste, blood cells, filtration, movement, all of those things. And because of all this going on with our digestive system and everything kind of retracting into our bellies, it's also going to start practicing doing things on our own, eventually leading it to do its thing. Your uterus is about the size of a grapefruit, whole thing, not just the babe, your uterus. We're not close enough to a grapefruit, my friend. You wouldn't want it necessarily. But that means you can start to show. And they say the more kids you have, the faster you show. I will say with the twins, I showed 10 times faster than David. There was also 2 in there. Whatever. Who knows? I have friends that show, they say that it kind of like everything stretches, and then as it sits back from retracting from pregnancy and birth, it kind of just starts lower. So they say that you can see more because it kind of stretches out literally right above your vagina versus what seems like your stomach. Oh, and dizziness that I never mentioned last time is actually from progesterone. That's where the dizziness comes from. It's just one of those side effects from having really high progesterone from what's going on with your placenta and growing a baby. So your blood vessels are relaxed to ensure maximum blood flow in your body, so everything is working properly within you, so everything can work properly within baby and reach baby, which is actually causing a lower blood pressure. Now, we don't want that to dip too much, but those are very natural things. And the biggest reason that they've seemed to figure out for doing that is to make sure every blood thing is going, or every blood flow is going through your body so that you are doing okay, which ultimately will in return make sure baby's okay. And then on top of it, making sure all this excess blood is reaching baby as well and doing the same thing all over again down for baby. And a tip for the low sex drive. If you are finding yourself in a low sex drive and it's causing issues, you gotta open your communication about it. Maybe see if there's something that you could do, or start it up a little bit easier. Use some safe lubes, do a little playing. There are ways around it, and sometimes if you're just not in the mood, you're just not in the mood. There are literally people that absolutely hate their partners during their pregnancy, and the minute that baby gets out of them, they don't feel that way, and their sex drive goes back to completely normal. It is normal, but there are ways around it, so don't be shy along that. This person is literally about to watch a baby come out of you, whether it's your vagina or your stomach. It is one of the most vulnerable times they will ever see you. They deserve to hear you speak how you'd like to have sex. Okay? You earned it. That's how you got here. Oh, and don't skip seafood. There's actually millions upon millions of charts online of fish and their mercury. And these days, because of the changes in the food market and all of those things, it's actually pretty uncommon to get that high of mercury. But pay attention, because some people are still stuck on that. A lot of people that say they're nutrition based, if they run by, state guidelines, typically are saying that. But if you actually talk to prenatal or natal or postnatal nutritionists, they're not saying that. So if you actually look at food science, they're saying these mercury levels are 100-fold what they used to be. But when it comes to pregnancy, people are very stuck in their ways and they don't like to go out of it. Plus, they don't want anything to get onto them. If your baby or you get sick, it falls back on them because ultimately they said, go ahead. That's it. You finished. You're through month 3. You're done with your first trimester. 1/3 through. You did it. I'm proud of you. Next up, we'll go over your doctors and tests you can expect this month, some risks that you should be aware of, and what you should be doing for your body this month. Not a whole lot different, but a little bit. Thanks for being here.